Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Cafecito with Mr. Miami Real Estate. Today we are here with Carolyn Martinez, the owner of CNC Title, who's been doing this for over 25 years in Miami.
Yes.
Long time.
I know.
I love it. So today we're going to be discussing with you guys about the certificate of reoccupancy and something that many people don't know until they're buying a property in a particular city.
Right.
So let's get right into it. What exactly is a certificate of reoccupancy?
What that is the city sends an inspector out to the property and they check to find any type of illegalities, an illegal addition, an efficiency, a whole bunch of bedrooms that aren't supposed to be in the property, things like that would make the property deemed illegal according to the city code.
Perfect. And what exactly is the purpose of the city going to that reoccupancy certificate?
Because a property should not be closed under those circumstances, so they're trying to keep the city legal, everything up to par, and then they won't issue the certificate of reoccupancy in order for the transaction to close until they know that the property is up to code without any violations.
So which cities within Miami exactly have a reoccupancy certificate that's needed?
There are a lot. There are about 11. So I don't know if there's a way that maybe you can, put a link in the...
So we'll do that because, there is 11. So what I'm going to do is, guys, if you're interested to know which cities have it, check out the description below, and I'm going to have the list there ready for you. So obviously, this reoccupancy certificate requires someone from the city to come out to the actual property, and there's a fee for that.
Yes.
So who is the person that's responsible for paying for this reoccupancy certificate?
So per the actual, because there's an actual application that has to be filled out, and per that application, it would be the seller that would be responsible to pay for the certificate of reoccupancy. Like everything else in the contract, you can make it negotiable, but typically per the ordinance, the seller pays for it. They're the ones that have the burden of proof to prove that their property is legal.
Perfect. Just so you guys know, very important, if you are buying in a city that has a reoccupancy certificate, it typically takes, most of them do take about 30 days, unless if you pay an expedite fee. Other cities will vary a little bit on fees and the days of the turnaround, but a lot of them, especially during the current times that we're in, they're at 30 days. So keep that in mind when you have a 30-day closing on your transaction. You definitely want to get started right away. So the $1 million question and what everybody wants to know when they're watching this video is it mandatory to get this done?
Yes. It's mandatory because it's a city ordinance. So yes, legally it's mandatory, and us as title agents are supposed to make sure that they get done. So yes, it's mandatory. It needs to get done. We can't close without it.
Perfect.
That's pretty much going to be my answer.
And is this like something for a loan specifically, or does a cash buyer and investor have to go through this as well?
Yes, all transactions have to go through this, be it with financing, all cash, however it is. It has to have if the city requires it, it has to have a certificate of reoccupancy.
Got it. And then, so let's say they go out there and, there's, but what exactly can happen? Like, what are some of the things that can go wrong?
So some of the things that go wrong is, like I've mentioned before, there could be an efficiency in the property that was not done legally, or there could be some people section off the property, the inside of the property for bedrooms, which are not legally supposed to be there, or there could be an addition, a patio or something like that wasn't done without a permit. Anything like that would be considered a violation of a certificate of reoccupancy.
Got it. And is there like any way around that? Let's say you really love the house and...
So, I mean, around it is not really like the best way to phrase it, but some cities, not all of them, I'll give an example. City of Hialeah, City of North Miami, they offer what's called a conditional certificate of reoccupancy, and what they do is require the buyer to put an amount of money into there. They have to hold it, the city. So Hialeah I've seen do $5,000, North Miami I've seen do $5,000, and they will hold that amount and give the buyer about 90 to 120 days in order to correct the violations that are conditioned on the conditional certificate of reoccupancy.
Perfect.
And that way we can close with that.
Perfect. So you don't have to get stuck. If somebody has an efficiency and you want to buy that house, see if the city offers a conditional certificate of reoccupancy, and you can make it happen like that. So that's everything that we have for you today. Make sure to subscribe below, and most importantly, tune in next Friday because we're going to have a great video.